Hi guys, and I'm here with another video, and in today's video I just wanted to talk about one very simple topic. And today's topic is getting used to expectations. So as usual, I preface all my videos by explaining the meaning of my prompt and breaking it down. So we're going to start again with this video. What do I mean by getting used to expectations? In my last video we did talk about shiny object syndrome. This is a subtopic, if you get what I mean. Getting used to expectations means decentralizing credit from your motivation. How you should be able to have this mindset that even if people don't give a fuck if I do something, even if people expect you to do something very well, or if they get mad that you don't do something, I should still have that mindset of being able to deliver on what is expected of me. If it aligns with my goals, if it aligns with the person that I'm trying to be in the long run, then I should be able to live up to those expectations regardless of what credit comes out of it or not. And here's the thing, depending on credit is actually very egotistical, and you don't want to be riding the highs and lows of ego if you really want to become somebody that has gotten what they always wanted, because that's a superficial factor. Credit comes, credit goes. People that love you today could hate you tomorrow. Someone could love what you're doing today and could despise you for it tomorrow. So you basing your motivation to do what you know you need to do on what another person on what another person's on what credit another person is going to give you is never going to be a great answer. So you should be able to do something if even if it's expected of you. That's why I think the system of raising kids, in a household where they are made to do chores, a certain number of times in a week. Like on Saturdays, they're expected to do chores, make their room, cook, and do other things like that. It sounds oppressive on the surface. It's not perfect, but it does have its benefits, and I will give it credit in that it teaches children to be able to be focused. It teaches people to have focus without an external driving force. Someone's main driving force has to come from within. It has to. Otherwise, it's never going to work, because the driving force that you have within is the only thing that you can keep stable, is the only one that you can keep stable, is the only one that you have control over, is the only one that you can keep firm. Every other external driving force, it sways like this. It comes high and then it goes low. Do you get what I'm saying? Basing your motivation, your ambition for something that you want to do on highs and lows is a silly idea, because in the path of what you want to do, you really want to be stable in your motivation. I wouldn't say be stagnant in how you do your things. No, we need to evolve with the times, but your love, your discipline, your motivation should remain constant. If not increasing, it should remain stable. And that's why I think the concept of giving people the idea that they have to be rewarded for something, if they do something good, that they have to be rewarded for it, I think is a very destructive mentality, and it's not talked about enough. As someone that has suffered from that, and as someone who is not alone, from in suffering from that, and is actually on a journey of being able to reclaim a proper mentality, a proper sense of self, I think that it's best for someone to be able to know when to do something, how to do something without waiting to be told, without waiting to, be congratulated. You shouldn't expect someone to throw a backflip for you when you're chasing your own goals. If you're chasing your own goals, doing your own thing, nobody's going to save you, nobody's going to stop you. Like, it's all you, it's only you. So if it's either you're all in or you're not. That's nobody's business. And you shouldn't expect anyone to give you a handshake or to congratulate you for doing something that you need to do. And you shouldn't have to wait for external motivation. And I hope this speaks to someone out there, because this is a very common issue. The good news is that we can always change. Like I said, change is always intentional and it's possible. There's this thing called neuroplasticity. I read about it just yesterday, I think. Your brain can adapt, it can change based on what you feed it, what mindset you choose to give it, what habits you use to shape it. Your brain can be changed. And if your brain patterns can be changed, you can be rest assured your life can be changed as well. So this is not just motivation, it's actually a pitfall that you do best to avoid. Don't give a fuck about credit. Don't give a fuck about credit. Give a fuck about criticism, critiquing, ways that you can make your craft better, ways that you can improve on what you're doing, advice that you can take. And I always tell people these things. Be very picky in who you take advice from. Not everyone is worth you listening to their advice. I touched on that in the last video. I don't want to talk too much on that. So that's what you should be interested in. If you're waiting for someone to come and tell you, oh wow, what you're doing is so nice. Oh wow, this is so beautiful, it's so perfect. No, it's not going to work that way. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's just not going to work that way. And I think it's for the best, because it gives people an avenue to develop themselves mentally. People need to have a very strong sense of self. I said this in the last video, I don't want to talk too much about it, but you need to decentralize credit, decentralize praise, flattery, compliments. You don't need that. You don't need insults either. You see, these adjectives, they are mere words, mere adjectives. And words do have power, but like I said in my previous videos, they only have as much power as you choose to attach to them. So it's up to you, it's in your power to remove that sense of value that you think that compliment is going to do for you, or you think that insult is going to do to diminish you. It's up to you to be able to take that and say, you know what, this does nothing for me. The only thing that can help me is my actions. Not just my actions. I don't want to sound too vague or generalized. I don't say your actions. I would say my initiative. I would say my own efforts, my intentional, deliberate effort. I think that's all that needs to be said, but I felt like I needed to talk about this. Yeah, credits and all that, compliments and all that. It's nice, but if that's what you're waiting to hear, no. Yeah, so that's it, guys. In case you couldn't tell, I've not been feeling so well for some time. I don't know if it's showing. I haven't been eating well. I have a lot of other things, but I said I'm going to come and make another video. This is as much of a lesson for me as it is for you. We are all learners, and that's the beauty of having a plastic brain, an elastic brain. We can all learn from different experiences. And I think I've been fidgeting. Have you noticed that I do like this and I fidget a lot? I think I do that. and I think it makes me seem nervous, but I'm actually not nervous. I've been doing this for a while. This is pretty normal to me. So yeah, I'm done with what I want to say. I hope you guys have a great night, and to whoever sees this video, just know that it is possible to change. And bye.